Hello to all of you to my Rana 10x Consulting, and this video especially I'm recording for my favorite people from the sales, especially who are into a client facing role. Now in my consulting and the sales experience, I have noticed there are two very important things that any salesperson should have in their mind when they are interacting with the customer, either during their networking event or during the sales call. Now what are those two things? The first very important thing is that the people like to work with the people who are you know authentic in their work, or I would say who are sounding authentic during the client conversation. And most of the time what happen, either in a urgency or try to give a too much of the respect to your customer, you change your tone, you change your voice, and you use some of the content which doesn't sound like the real. And people can easily analyze that, right? So the most important thing is that when you're talking to someone, talk with a genuine reason, right? That there is a particular reason that you wanted to interact with them, because you know about their business sector, work, and the especially the area what they are working, and there is something meaningful that you can bring information, insight, or a solution, of course, right, for them. So the number one thing is that authenticity. The second most important thing is that the authenticity only not surface, because people, yes, they like to work with the people who are sounding authentic, but the second most important thing is that the depth of the content, the depth of the solution, the depth of the problem that you have identified, right? So it is, I tell, I name it as a content, the depth of the content. So one is a authenticity, the second is a depth of the content. When you have these two things combined, and let me also give an example, like when I say a depth of the content, which means, let's say if your solution is a more of a product based solution, right? How much, the detail that you can to provide about your platform, what all the different, the way you have created it, and what are the the insight about that platform, in the sense what deeper analysis, what deeper the hands on, what deeper anything exercise that the learner can do. So if it is a platform, you have to go really deep into giving a clarity on how this platform is different. The second thing is, if it is a service solution, right, it doesn't mean that you cannot talk about the depth in the service solution, because service solution typically you cannot show anything, right? You don't have any platform to show. But what you can talk about or share with the customer is about the real time cases, the real time use case. Let's say if you have solved this problem for XYZ client, what all the different steps, what was the problem, what was the initial objective, what hurdle that your client were facing, and with your service, what is the the outcome that they have achieved. And those outcomes should be a measurable one, of course, right? So now again, coming back to the point that most of the salespeople, right, I think this is a very important understanding that I have, and I'm sure you can also apply whenever you are getting into any new client meeting, or you are going to any client conversation, that use this combination. Always be authentic and have a deep content when you are connecting with the customer. I hope you will like my the things. If you like, please like and subscribe, right? Don't wait. And happy to see you in my next video again. Thank you. Bye bye.